What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the video. And today we'll be talking about Amazon Rekognition. This is Amazon's cloud-based computer vision service. And before I get into the video, this is part 5 of a series that I'm doing about AWS's managed AI services. Part 1 was about comprehend, part 2 was about transcribe, part 3 was about translate, and we recently did Amazon Polly, which was the text-to-speech service. And the last thing before we get into the video, the vast majority of people watching the video aren't subscribed. So hit the subscribe button and like if you found the video useful. It really helped a lot. All right, let's get started with the basics that you need to know about Amazon Rekognition. As mentioned before, it is Amazon's cloud-based computer vision service. It enables developers to analyze images and videos using deep learning models. And as mentioned before in my previous videos, deep learning models is basically just a neural network, which means it's just basically when somebody says AI, they just mean a neural network most of the time. And this neural network just has multiple layers of nodes. That's what makes it a deep learning model. And then no machine learning expertise is required to understand or use Rekognition. It is a fully managed and scalable service by AWS. All right, so let's look at some of the features when it comes to Amazon Rekognition. So first of all, it has face detection and analysis. It can detect facial features like your emotions or your age or even what poses you are making. And then it has face comparison, so you can compare your face or an image that you upload with another face and then detect if it's the same person or not. It has face search, which means it identifies faces by searching against a predefined collection of known faces. And then it also has label detection, which means it can automatically tag images and videos with objects in a scene or concepts. And then, so for example, with the label detection, you can give it an image of a city and it will say, okay, this is a car, or this is a building, these are people. An important note that I want to make here is if you are after the functionality where you have an application and you want to integrate something that where you upload an image, it will tell you exactly what kind of car it is. Say you upload an image of a car and you want to know exactly what kind of car it is. Amazon Rekognition will not do that. It will only label it and give it a car. It's for labeling. If you want that functionality, you're more better off using something like SageMaker to deploy your own machine learning model where you can classify a car, or you can obviously use an open source model. Let's look at some of the use cases of Amazon Rekognition. So first of all, one use case that I think is pretty important is content moderation, because most social media platforms these days and platforms in general need content moderation. So the way that AWS Rekognition achieves this is it automatically flags inappropriate content uploaded by the user, whether that be videos or images. And then Rekognition can also do facial authentication. As mentioned in the previous slide, it can do facial comparison by comparing two images to each other to see if it's the same person or not. And then two more complex use cases is retail analytics to analyze customers' movement and demographic in stores, to improve the layout and the marketing. And then we also have video search and indexing, which means it can tag and organize large videos libraries for faster researching and retrieval. All right, lastly, before we go into the demo on the AWS console, let's look at some of the ways that AWS Rekognition integrates with other AWS services. So first of all, Amazon S3 lets you store images and videos that Rekognition can process. And then AWS Lambda lets you automate the analysis by triggering Rekognition when certain files are uploaded or certain events occur. Amazon Kinesis video streams can enable you to stream real video for live analysis and person tracking. This can be great for something like a security camera. And then lastly, Amazon DynamoDB can store face metadata and indexing data for fast face search operations. All right, everyone. We are here in the AWS console, and let's quickly navigate over to the Amazon Rekognition service. I just have the service open because I recently visited it, but you can obviously search for it here in the search bar. Now this is the home page when you go to the service. For this demo, we're just going to click on try the demo. Alright, now it's got this default image that it just loads just to show you how it works. So here you can see it's an image of a city, and if you hover over the objects, well, first of all, it divides the image into these objects. So you can see these are person objects, even here in the background. Here's a wheel, car, even skateboard and person. This is a building. And then you can check out. So these are all of the results. And then you can see show more. Here are the confidence scores of everything that it identifies. And here you can see the request and as well as the response. So you can see city and then yeah, road, everything that it identifies, as well as its confidence scores. But let's try to upload an image of our own. So I'm going to upload an image of this woman. And what I really want to look for here in the output is the emotion that this woman has. So if we go to the response, we can see, okay, it identifies it as a person, at a head, and as we go down, we can see that it identifies more and more qualities about the image, and it detects more things. So here it would starts off as a person, and then it does stuff like, okay, this is a face, okay, this is an adult, and then here this is a female, and it gives a confidence scores, and then if we go down here a bit, looking for something, and then here, okay, so alias is worried, and then expressions and emotions. So by uploading this image to Amazon Rekognition, it was able to successfully identify that it is a woman, an adult woman, and it's her face, and she has a worried expression on her face. That is all for this video, guys. I've shown you the capabilities of Amazon Rekognition. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.